Political Action Committee. And it is a new organization that is formed around this state, and it's a very important organization because what they're fighting for is a symbol of the dysfunction in Albany. And the state legislature, with the Senate this year, very specifically refused to allow, first voted it down, and then refused to allow a bill that would do something very, very simple. It would simply say that we're going to change the statute of limitations so that somebody, when they become an adult and has an understanding, and now recognizes that they were abused as a child, that they have the right to go into court and have their day in court. And not only is that important because of the real need for justice, but I've talked to many of the people who are involved in this movement, and what they tell me is they're less concerned about justice, but they're more concerned about sending the message that we have to protect our kids today. And that's what they stand for, and that's what they fight for. So, Anna, Wagner, if you wouldn't mind just coming up and
Hi, my name is Anna Wagner, and I'm the founder. I'm the founder of the Survivors Walk for adults of sexual child abuse. It's a little difficult. It's just been about 2 months that I actually came forward with this. I'm here on behalf of Gary Greenberg, who has been fully committed for many years. I'm just now working with him, and he made the maximum donation. He believes that Jim will be the best candidate and the senator. He made a $11,000 donation for the candidate. We have been struggling with something that should be very simple. Just like pollution in the water, there's pollution amongst adults that do horrible things to children. And we are a group here of people, and out of every woman, 1 out of 4. So you count the women here, and 25% of them that are here today were sexually abused as a minor. 1 out of 6 men. You count the men here, 1 out of 6 of you were abused. Nobody speaks of it. It is hush hush, under the rug. This is a problem because it will repeat itself and it will continue to happen. You have students, you know that somebody in your class is going through this right now. Why? Because as an adult, we are not allowed to come and speak out about a person that damaged us when we were young. I am fortunate to be here and be able to speak. But how about the people that are on heroin? We have a war on heroin, yet we don't understand why the people are on heroin. So we need to get to the root. We need someone like Jim that has morals, that has ethics, that is willing to take on the mission and is willing to try to make a change. We are not going to see a change unless someone is willing to stand up against people in Albany and people in the legislature. It's just not going to happen. People have been working on this for over 10 years. 10 years. Nothing has changed. My husband works for Homeland Security. He protects each and every citizen every single day. He lets people in or refuses to let people in, period, to this country. Yet it's very difficult to be at home knowing that he cannot protect his own children from potential harm. Anybody here see a problem with that? I mean, it's an outrage, and I think that is really what is keeping. Today, I just woke up another day. I get a call from Gary. Well, you have to go tomorrow and speak on our behalf of our packed gym. I said, what am I going to say? For a week, I have been kind of calm, not talking about anything at all. You know, the whole Albany thing kind of dies out, as most things do. Yet this morning on my way to the city, I get a phone call from a friend that just arrived from a 2-month vacation, and she calls me and says, Anna, I am back. Whatever you need me to do with this new thing that you are doing, because nobody wants to say it's sex abuse, I am willing to help. Just let me know. And because I am open about this now, I said, one quick question. Were you abused when you were a child? And I know that this is weird, but I think that now I can say this to people. And she said, I have never said this to my mother, not to a brother, not to my husband, not to a friend. I will tell you this today. I was abused by my eldest brother, 7 years older than me. From the time I was 10 to the time I was 14, he was my first. That gave me the fuel to not have to write anything to come here and to just speak, because every single day I hear a new story, and it's just not a sad story. It's just not it could be your son, it could be your daughter, it could be somebody that you know, and this just needs to change. And we are determined to take this to the end. My son goes to Kallenberg, I have a child in Catholic school, this is not a religious thing. This does not happen to me in a school. Actually, a nun helped me to get my father's friend away from me. This is not a religion. I have nothing to gain from this, but to be able to send my own children to school in peace. So we are hoping. Carol and Jim actually came to the walk. I did not even know that. They just were there, and I just found out maybe 2 weeks afterwards. And I can't say how much I appreciate that. And I just hope that we can do whatever we need to do to get Jim to the position where he can help and protect our children.
Give him a fighting chance.
Yes, a fighting chance to fight for us.